story time. You know those times when you should have saw the signs and you didn't? Here's your story for that. So in 2009, I'd done 12 years and I get out of prison. And at first I wouldn't go in public, man. It'd make me real nervous and stuff. And finally my uncle was having a 50th birthday party and everybody talked me into going to a bar. And so I get there and I had a couple of beers and I was starting to feel a little bit normal again, loosening up, you know. And all of a sudden, this girl walks up to the table and sticks her hand out. And the first thing I notice is she is beautiful. I'm talking about beautiful girl, just drop dead gorgeous. So I stand up and she tells me what her name is. And then she says, I'm 29 years old, mother of twins, and I'm not looking for anything. And I thought, well, damn. So I tell her my name and I didn't know what the hell to say. And I sat back down. Well, she sits across from me at the table and she doesn't say anything. She's just sitting there and she's looking at me and I'm thinking, what the hell's going on with this girl here, you know? And finally she's like, well, let's dance. And I said, all right, you know, let's go dance. And so we're out there dancing. And one of the first things she asked me was, had I ever been in prison? And I thought this got to be some kind of joke. And I said, yeah, I've been in prison. She said, how long have you been out? I said, about 3 years, but it really been about 3 weeks. And so we start talking. She says, listen, when my divorce is final, I'd like to date you, you know, or whatever. And I was like, all right, cool. And I was like, she's like, any day now, it'll be signed, it'll be over with. She's like, give me your contact information. So I gave her my phone number and Yahoo Messenger. So fast forward a little time, I don't know how long, I get a message from somebody on Yahoo Messenger. I don't know who the hell it is. Come to find out it's her. So we start talking or whatever, and she's like, this weekend I'm going to go to that same bar with some girlfriends. You should meet me there, and we'll go out or whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. So I get there, and one of the first things she says is, number one, don't think I'm going home with you tonight. And before we ever have sex, we're going to have a blood test. Should have saw the signs. And I'm like, girl, I'm not having no damn blood test for all that. You tripping, you know, or whatever. And so, lo and behold, what happens? She goes home with me and no blood test, and you know the deal. Well, she didn't like the devil's lettuce, and that's all I was doing at the time. And one night she was like, let's ride around. I want to see where you grew up at. And I was like, damn, I got to ride around. I can't even smoke nothing. So what do? I go get some Percocets. And I hadn't done any pills or anything for years, a long, long time. And I get all high on them. Well, now that's bad because here I am, just get strung out again. So after about 3 weeks of that, I decide I'm going to go to a methadone clinic and get on methadone. I don't think nobody knows this. I think I'm being secretive about it. Well, my phone, I was fixing to trade from Cricket service to AT&T, so I wasn't going to have a phone all weekend long. Well, Saturday morning, I'm sitting there, and my phone rings, and it's her. It's been off for 24 hours. Should have saw a sign. Should have been a sign, huh? Anyway, so I answer the phone. I'm like, what the hell? She's like, I went and paid your phone bill. I like that phone number. I think you should keep that phone. I'm like, damn, this is very strange. Should have saw the signs. Well, she decides she wants to cook me dinner one night.